So recently there's been a lot of trade speculation and a lot of rumors going on that the Chicago Bulls have an interest in adding Lonzo Ball to their roster. If that happens, let's be honest, they're going to have one of the craziest young cores in the NBA. Lonzo Ball, LaVine, Markkanen, Wendell Carter Jr. I mean, even Otto Porter is pretty young as well. But that is a nice core of guys, and I think Lonzo would fit in amazing. Let's talk about the Bulls, then we'll talk about the Lakers, and then I'll give you my opinion on if it will happen or if it won't and it's just a rumor. Now, when rumors and trades like this come up, I really want to make videos on them, and I will give like a prediction of what I think will happen. I guess we'll do like a percentage prediction. So that means like, let's say Jimmy Butler gets rumored to be linked with New York. I'll give a percentage with that. Let's say Kawhi has the potential to leave the Raptors and there's heaps of rumors that he goes to the LA Lakers. I'll give a prediction for that. So I guess that's what I want to try as like a little series on this channel. So for the first series, we're going to look at Lonzo Ball to the Chicago Bulls, and I'll give a percentage prediction of where I believe he will end up and my reasons why. So here we go. Lonzo Ball to the Chicago Bulls. My prediction is that he has a 35% chance to end up in a Chicago Bulls jersey next season. And here's why. For the Bulls, we already know it's great. I mean, they probably won't draft a guy who was as good as Lonzo in this year's draft. I mean, Lonzo was a number 2 pick. He is still a great player, even though everyone seems to hate on him at times. Defensively, he is incredible, first of all. Yeah, he's young, so he has a lot to improve on, such as his shooting. But we all know how great he is in terms of facilitating, rebounding. For a guard, he's 6'5", 6'6", so he's a tall guard. He's a great defender, and he's young. He would be perfect to play alongside LaVine, Markkanen, and Wendell Carter Jr. So I think it's pretty obvious why the Bulls would want this trade. So let's talk about the Lakers. Well, obviously, the Bulls would help the Lakers in an Anthony Davis trade. If the Pelicans are looking to add more pieces, more young pieces to their roster, this might just be another addition that the Lakers can throw in to try and get them to trade Anthony Davis to their organization. That means they'll have the number 4 pick, the number 7 pick. They've still got Brandon Ingram. And think about it from the Pelicans, they probably don't want Lonzo Ball. I mean, they've already got Drew Holiday, who is a bit older than Lonzo, but he is still really, really good at the moment. And he basically does what Lonzo does, but better at this stage in his career. He's a great defender, one of the better defenders in the league. He doesn't facilitate probably as well, but his scoring is a lot better than Lonzo Ball. And it also allows the Pelicans to pair up a guy who may not really want to play for the New Orleans Pelicans in Zion Williamson, but he gets a teammate that he just went to Duke with, who I guess that would make his interest in playing for the Pelicans a little bit higher. And it also just gives them more pieces. I mean, if you're the Pelicans, you get 3 top 10 picks in this year's draft. You also add Brandon Ingram, who is very, very young, and he's also the same age as some of the guys in this year's draft, and he's got a lot of potential. Kyle Kuzma, who's still really, really good. I'm just saying, if you're the Lakers, you may just have to give up Lonzo Ball. And if you're the Bulls, I mean, you get a player who best maximizes what LaVine, Wendell Carter, and Lauri Markkanen can do, and it also just allows them to compete even more next season. So in my opinion, the only way that this trade goes down is if the Lakers know that they are getting Anthony Davis. They have to know. So that means it would probably be a 3-team trade, because no way if you're the Lakers do trade Lonzo Ball for pick 7 in this year's draft. Straight up, that's a horrible move. But with the addition of the Pelicans, it might be the greatest move. We don't know yet, so it's all very, very interesting. Another thing to note is that the Lakers may already know that they're going to get a point guard. So hear me out. Let's be honest, we all know that players talk to each other, they send text messages, they talk on the phone. These guys are real people. They have real relationships. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving were NBA Finals teammates. Let's say, low-key, LeBron knows that Kyrie's returning to play with him. He thinks that he's going to end up in LA. You're not going to run Lonzo Ball and Kyrie Irving in the same team. Now, okay, they may not know, but let's say they have a player in mind that they think will probably end up playing for them. Which, there may be no one, I'm just speculating at this point. Lonzo Ball is not going to play if they get another point guard like Kyrie Irving. And that's the only way that I see Lonzo being shipped out to a team for literally nothing. If they know that they're getting Kyrie, and if they know that they can get Anthony Davis with the pick 7, That's the only reason I can see this trade happening. But really, I just don't think they're going to know that they're going to get Kyrie. But it's just something that I thought we should note as well. So what is my thoughts? So overall, my reasoning for the 35% prediction is because I just think that the Lakers have a 50-50 chance of getting Anthony Davis, which I guess would make Lonzo's chance to be part of the Bulls a 50-50 chance, but not quite, because I think if the Lakers do make a trade for Anthony Davis, they probably will include Lonzo Ball in the package, or Lonzo just may go somewhere else that isn't Chicago, in my opinion. Or he has the potential to stay in LA, even if the trade does happen and the Lakers do get Anthony Davis. So that's why I'm saying 35%, because really it just all depends on the Pelicans. But by itself, Lonzo for the 7th pick, I'll give that a 0% chance of happening straight up. And that's just my thoughts. I believe that this trade does not happen. Despite all the rumors and despite everybody talking about it, let's be honest here. The Lakers will get Lonzo Ball for pick 7, right? They can use pick 7 to trade for Anthony Davis, but if you're the Pelicans, why would you take that? Why would you take pick 4, pick 7, Ingram and Kuzma, when you can look at getting a trade from the New York Knicks? I would rather take RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson, pair them up in New Orleans alongside Drew Holiday, alongside Julius Randle, and have that big 4 plus the addition of probably some other pieces alongside. Obviously, they will give up a lot more than just RJ Barrett, but the Pelicans may take that deal, even if it is a little bit worse, because Zion and RJ have a great relationship, and that would make them get 2 top 3 picks in this year's NBA draft, which may be better than getting pick 4 and 7 in the end. Because ultimately, we've seen 2 stars, such as Westbrook and KD, be better for an NBA team than 3 stars, because ultimately RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson have great chemistry at the moment, but they both have the potential to be star players in this league. If you get pick number 7, you can draft a good player, but he may not turn out to be a star. But at this point, you don't know. You might have Zion and Cam Reddish, but Cam Reddish just turns out to be like another Josh Jackson or someone like that. So in my opinion, the only way that the Lakers and the Bulls make this trade is if the Lakers automatically know that Anthony Davis will come. Other than that, this trade will not go through. Lonzo is staying in LA. Otherwise, he just goes to the Pelicans. But the other interesting thing is that the Pelicans have already stated they really don't want to trade with LA, which brings in a lot of other teams and makes the Lakers have to go out and try and get new assets, which is why this Lonzo deal is very, very interesting. But it really depends on one team, the New Orleans Pelicans. And how crazy is that? The New Orleans Pelicans have all the power to decide what the Lakers and the Bulls do next. It's pretty interesting. Let me know down below what you think. Does Lonzo Ball get traded to the Chicago Bulls? Or does he stay in LA, possibly forever? Or does he go to another team like the Pelicans? Let me know what you think down below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. I'm out. Peace.